Yeah, what's up, JJK fans? We back again with another one. That man Gojo is on demon time, man. I can't say fuck it. That boy Gojo is back, bro. I don't care, man. That man is a bad man. Whew, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Now I want to preface the video by saying what GEGE did with this chapter. I don't really think I have any issues with the pacing of the chapter, just cause off rip, I knew we were not in for like a Naruto or a Dragon Ball style, right? Or God forbid, a One Piece type of writing. I didn't expect that from GEGE. We didn't have it. GEGE is not known for training arcs. He's not known for anything like that. He's done multiple, not really, no, I wouldn't say time skips, but he's done multiple chapters where he just skips certain topics that he was talking about before, or a couple chapters before, and completely ignores them. And I think I think we should have come to expect that by now from GEGE. Not again, that doesn't take away from the fact that I understand that there are some people who say that there should be some clearing up of what's going on, and I agree to that, and I agree with that. First thing I want to talk about is Gojo hearing about Nanami's death. That man has no visible reaction to the death. Like, he doesn't seem too bothered. He's like, okay, well, that man dead. Okay, no problem. That's the type of feeling I'm getting. It's a little confusing to me, but at the same time, it's Gojo. He's always been confusing like that. But the one that really irks me is that we didn't get nobody telling him about we didn't get a panel telling him about Nobara's death. That's his own student, his own beloved student, and we know how Gojo cares about his students. So I don't know if maybe that's something that GEGE forgot to do. I don't think he forgets. Did he forget that? I don't think he forgot. Y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all think is happening with that, or maybe he's planning to introduce a flashback later on. I don't know. It seems that after this chapter we're going straight into the fight, so I really don't know when we're gonna have the time for a flashback for all of that, but we'll see when it comes up. And then now this is a little pet peeve of mine. When on the case of Nobara, bringing her back now would feel so forced. It's not even crazy. It's not even crazy. It feels so to say it's far fetched to even try to bring Nobara back. She's been so MIA for a while. And then GEGE is just leaving her status alive or not dead. Not alive but not dead. Not dead but not alive. And it's confusing to me. It would be a narrative disaster if she were to suddenly appear during the fight against Sukuna, or maybe at the end, or worse. And then, or worse, maybe not even be mentioned again. Like, that would sound so crazy to me. But then let's pretend that she does return and gets a power that makes her in any way even close to valuable in the fight against Sukuna. Then that just becomes an ass pool. But let's just say she ends up becoming useless against Sukuna. Then why the hell would you bring her back? At the end of the day, we're not gonna feel satisfied no matter what GEGE does with Nobara. It's become a narrative disaster. That's what we call it, a disaster. That's what it's become right now. And I really hope that we do get to see Nobara back, because I don't know why. It's just that I've always liked her from chapter 1. But anyway, that was just a little pet peeve of mine. Let's continue on to the chapter. I see that we cut to let me finish with the Gojo parts before I go to Sukuna's part. Further on to the group meeting, we see that Gojo arrives, and the way Gojo arrives is pretty telling. He has this cold, dark stare, and there's a panel where Hikari, Maki, and Yuta, which are probably the 3 strongest students in the Jujutsu High Academy. I don't know how strong Yuji is now, but those 3 are probably the most strongest ones there. And you can see that they're clearly shaken by Gojo's kind of cold stare. And if you really see, Itadori is the only one who's really just showing him love, and he was the first one to show him love, dab him up, and then you can see Gojo look at Itadori and then laugh. And I don't know why that made me feel so good, especially for Itadori, especially for Gojo, because that man literally has nobody else except for those students. He has nobody else except for those students. If anything was to happen to them, Gojo would truly be alone in this world. Same thing for the students. Nobody's really cared for them except for Gojo. So you see how it's going, right? And then the thing that thing that messed me up the most is why the fudge is Gaga Kuka? I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Gago Ganji, Gago, whatever. Principal Gago Ganji still alive. Wasn't he the one that killed Principal Yaga? I expected to see that nigga murked. I expected to see a T-shirt. I expected to see a T-shirt of Principal Gago Kanji. Like, what the fudge is going on with you? Why is Gojo walking around with that man like they friends? Murk that man. I don't care. Murk that man. I don't care. I don't care if you can help in the fight against Sukuna. Murk that man. I really do not care. I don't give a damn. But that's another thing that got me too. Gojo didn't even react to Maki's new form. Like, we didn't see it. We didn't get any panels from that. That's crazy. We did not get any panels to that. I feel like Gojo would like, at least I was expecting to even congratulate Maki on killing the Zenin clan. That's what I was expecting. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I wasn't expecting to do anything else than congratulate Maki for killing the Zenin clan. So that was something that I found very interesting. But then again, I'm going back to the way Itadori just was able to cheer Gojo up or whatever, make him loosen his stay a little bit. And it kind of reminds me of a young Geto, because while Itadori looks up to Gojo, he doesn't see Gojo as somebody who's higher than himself. Maybe strength-wise he does, but as comrades-wise, he sees everybody, including Satoru Gojo, as an equal. Everybody there that was in that group, he sees them all as an equal. So I feel like that's something that's amazing. You know, where all the groups come together, and you can see that Itadori really just has the same feelings for all of them. That's amazing to me. But it also reminds me that Itadori is kind of like a young Geto in that regard, because just because they're one of the only, him and Geto are the only people that we see that can understand Gojo to a certain wavelength in a way, and they have a feeling the same way that he has a feeling. They all want to protect something, even though Gojo has failed to protect. Gojo has failed to protect. Yuji has failed to protect, and Geto failed to. What did Geto fail to protect? Nothing, actually. Fuck Geto. No, I'm joking. I love Geto, y'all, but I'm just trying to say, like, there's certain parallels that you can clearly see. And and another thing that makes them similar is that Geto wanted to protect humans, wanted to protect non-cursed users. But I feel like the way he interpreted it already made him look down on humans, even from them, just by him deciding they needed to be protected. I feel like that was something that was a telling sign that he was already looking down on them a long time ago. All he needed was something to finally push him to get to where he was, to the fact where he was just gonna kill them outright and rid the world of non-cursed non-cursed users. That's something that I see that I think is very interesting. Another thing is, where the hell is Toto? I miss Mr. What's your type? I miss him. Bring Toto back. I want to hear the clap, 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 clappity, clap, 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 make me clap, 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 clap. I'm not the only one that misses him. Like, come on now. We miss Toto. Bring Toto back. So if GEGE sees GEGE, please bring Toto back. At least, I want to see him at least before the series ends. Come on now, GEGE. Oh, I forgot to say, Mei is peak a hustler. Mei is what we call a hustler to the core, to the bone, to the damn cell. Mei is a hustler. I can't make this up. Imagine the fight that determines whether the Jujutsu High gets to live, including you. You're part of that fight. You're part of the outcome of that fight, and you decide to make a betting ring about it. I love Mei. I love Mei. She's king. Peak fiction. Peak. I love Mei. She bought that bag. She don't give a damn about nobody else. I'll expect that. She's looking into the future. She knows that Gojo's gonna win. I think that's what she's barely banking on Gojo winning. So she's like, hey, either way, I'm gonna rack up the money. I respect that. But wait, when Mei set up a betting, is this gonna be like an arena type of fight where both Sukuna and Gojo meet up in an arena and people sit down and watch them? Maybe, I don't know, because it would be very interesting to see how the betting system would go down. How would people see? Would people be able to see the fight? Would it be broadcasted or something? I want to see how that goes. Because another thing I want to point out is I would say that maybe the cursed users who came back from the past would be watching the fight, but Kenjaku, now this goes to another part and another panel. Kenjaku himself stated that he was gonna hunt them down while Sukuna was fighting Gojo. So I wonder how that's gonna really put into everything, because they're not gonna be able to watch anything if Kenjaku's hunting them. So that's gonna be a very interesting scene. But wait, if Kenjaku, another thing I wanted to say, if Kenjaku is hunting the Culling Game characters, so does that mean all the sorcerers that we've seen so far would die off screen? Because I don't think GEGE wants to show that fight, to show those fights off on screen. So we're probably gonna have to see them off screen. So that means people like Kashimo, who stated that he only came back to kill Sukuna. I mean, the man's only curse technique, he said he's saving it for Sukuna. So I would really hope that GEGE doesn't do that, because I want to see that curse technique. I do not want to see that man get one shot by Sukuna. I do not want to see. I wanted to see more of the characters brought back. I mean, I wanted more of Angel's backstory, whatever, with the heavy and stuff like that. I wanted more from yeah, really just Angel for now. Like, I can't even think of anybody off head, but I really wanted to Angel to explain more about the Sukuna Fallen Angel type of arc. I really wanted to see what that was gonna be about, but maybe GEGE doesn't want to do it anymore. I really don't know. But on to Sukuna now. It's done. It's a done deal. Sukuna has ingested 19 of the 20 fingers. That's it. Megumi is eating some really disgusting shit right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Imagine watching your sister die, and then less than 2 months later, you eating the nigga's fingers. That sucks. That's crazy. Rest in peace, Megumi. We pray for you, man. I pray for you. I got my Bible. I pray for you. You gotta exercise that. We gotta exercise that spirit, man. But this is an interesting tad bit though, because there's an interesting tad bit in this chapter, in this panel, because but Sukuna claims that Gojo has one of the fingers. He's hid it, probably because he didn't want Yuji to be executed in case something happened to him. Now this is very interesting. You wanna know why I say this is interesting? Because does that mean that Yuji's already consumed the last finger? Did Gojo give it to him? Did Gojo give somebody to give it to him? Because based on what we've seen, I don't think Gojo. I think this is the first time that the Jujutsu High has seen Gojo from the time he was released. But does that mean that Yuji has already eaten the finger, or what has Gojo done with the finger? I really do not know. It would be a very interesting tad bit to see how GEGE wants to interweave the last finger into the final battle or something. But let's just say hypothetically that Yuji did consume the finger, and Sukuna didn't know. I expect Sukuna to know if his last finger has been consumed. I'm just expecting that. But let's just say that Sukuna didn't know. Then, and Yuji already has eaten it. That means Yuji is practically dead, because of the promise that Gojo made with the Jujutsu higher ups. And not to mention that Yuji's morbid obsession with death. He will kill Sukuna, even if it means killing him. We've already seen that. Yuji does not have no regard for human life, specifically his own human life. He cares about other humans' life. He doesn't care about his human life. So I really want to see how that goes. But GEGE needs to tie up some of this plot twist, man. He needs to tie them up sometimes. Tie them up, GEGE. We need you. But regarding the Gojo versus Sukuna fight, if Gojo is still the same person he was when he went into the prison room, which based on what I'm seeing so far is highly, and I mean highly unlikely. If Gojo is the same person, then I'm pretty sure most of the fight between Sukuna would be him trying to separate Megumi from Sukuna. And I think if Gojo is able to achieve that goal, maybe that's what he was talking about when he said he has some things to take care of, trying to find a way to separate Megumi from Sukuna. Because if Gojo is able to achieve that, then I'm pretty sure he's just going to leave Sukuna to Yuji and Megumi and the other Jujutsu High students while he goes out to take Kenjaku. Now you might say, "Oh, well, Darlington, you're stupid because Kenjaku can't hold a candle to Gojo." And I believe, and I agree, I wholeheartedly agree with you. If we were just talking about straight up battling, Kenjaku is no idiot. He must have had contingencies in place in case his plan to put Gojo in this prison realm failed, or maybe in case Sukuna loses to Gojo, he must have contingencies in place. And I truly believe that Gojo will end up dying with Kenjaku. And I talked about this more in the upcoming video that I already have. I already edited it, and everything's to be uploaded very soon. Tomorrow most likely. For Gojo society that he wants to bring to reality, for it to come true, Gojo himself has to die because he is part of the society that he's trying to uproot. Sheltered as a child, no matter what, he had bodyguards around him. I mean, we literally saw that when Toji was walking around him. He had people around. Gojo had people around him. He's part of the society that he's trying to uproot. So Gojo will die, and I believe he will die against Kenjaku, but not before he slaughters Kenjaku. We all know that's gonna happen. Kenjaku is gonna die by Gojo's hand. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. Another thing one last thing I want to talk about is Gojo's outfit resembles Toji's. That's another reason why I feel like Gojo will end up dying, just cause the man has the same outfit that fucking Toji Fushiguro had when Gojo himself killed him. So, I'm not a seeker. I don't view the future. I just make inferences, and my inference is Gojo will die, Yuji will die in the upcoming fight, and probably Megumi and the other students will be left alive. I truly believe that. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can bring out your own comments, your own theories in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thinking. But we see how that goes. Now, to talk about the chapter discourse, I'll spend the last maybe 2 minutes talking about this. I have faith in GEGE's storytelling ability. Like I said before, there have been many instances where GEGE hasn't really carved up some plot consistencies, but for the most part, he has. This chapter isn't the worst chapter I've seen. By far, I've seen worse. Looking at you, Tokyo Ghoul. Looking at you. All I want to, but I don't know if GEGE is really rushing the chapter. Maybe he has more in store for us. Like, it's GEGE Akutami. The man is ruthless. We already know this with his characters. He must have something planned up for us, which is why he's not trying to go too far with the they're trying to go too far in depth of the story and with the characters talking or whatever. Like, I would have preferred to see some type of downtime like the one after the Shibuya incident arc, but hey, we all want something we can't get. It is what it is. Well, let's just see. Let's just see right now. Right now, I really do have faith in GEGE's abilities. And hey, if that fight between Gojo and Sukuna is what it is what I think it's gonna be, then I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about no plot inconsistencies. I'm in it. I see Gojo fighting Sukuna. I'm a simple man. I see that. I click. I read. I'm filled to my heart's content. This is a great series, y'all. I'm sorry. This is a great series. But anyway, that's it from me, man. Remember, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, keep supporting the channel. See you in my next video, which will probably be uploaded tomorrow. Look, I'll be on the lookout for that one, y'all. Peace.